Why do two people start at the exact same point, yet 5 years later, one is standing at the peak, while the other is still struggling at the bottom of society? The answer doesn't lie in talent or brilliance. It lies in a ruthless concept of the brain: psychological compound interest. Just like money, your habits either earn interest or accumulate debt. With just a 1% difference every day, you are silently building an empire or digging your own grave. You cannot see the change immediately, and that is exactly the trap. Stay here, and I will show you how to weaponize this tiny 1% to crush your old self forever. Let's do the math. If you get 1% better every day, after 1 year, you will be nearly 38 times better. But the bitter paradox is, if you get 1% worse every day, you will slide all the way down to a flat zero. Our brains are blind to the time delay. You eat an extra burger today, you don't become obese tomorrow morning. You skip studying a new language today, you don't lose your job tomorrow. The lack of immediate feedback tricks your brain into thinking, doing this bad thing one more time won't hurt. Dead wrong. It is silently compounding. To prove this, look at the British cycling team. For over 100 grueling years, they were such miserable failures that bike manufacturers refused to sell them gear out of fear it would ruin their brand image. Until Dave Brailsford showed up. He didn't force them to train 200% harder. He used behavioral compound interest, marginal gains. He looked for the tiniest 1% improvements, changing the pillows so athletes slept 1% better, teaching them how to wash their hands to reduce illness rates by 1%, painting the inside of the team truck white to spot the smallest dust particles that could degrade the bike chains. All those ridiculous 1% tweaks added up. The result? They swept 60% of the Olympic gold medals and won the Tour de France 5 times in 6 years. They didn't take a massive leap, they just inched forward 1 millimeter every single day. But don't forget, the devil always has two faces. Psychological compound interest will be your most brutal enemy if you choose the wrong direction. It's called the compound interest of procrastination. You show up 5 minutes late, it sends a 1% signal that you are undisciplined. Your boss loses 1% of their trust in you. Your colleagues lose 1% of their respect. Your chances of promotion drop by 1%. It acts like a mold, slowly eating away at your mind. By the time you finally wake up and look around, you haven't just stagnated. You've been left an infinite distance behind the rest of the crowd. The greatest tragedy is not immediate failure, it is a slow, irreversible decay. So how do you master this machine? Apply these 3 rules to manipulate your brain. Number 1. Habit stacking. Don't let a new habit float in thin air. Implant it into an old one. Right after I brush my teeth, I will do exactly 1 push-up. Your brain will not resist because the difficulty level is practically 0. Number 2. The 2-minute rule. Any goal must be scaled down so it can be completed in 2 minutes. You don't read a book, you just read 1 page. The purpose isn't the outcome, it's forging the psychology of showing up every single day. Number 3. Never miss 2 days in a row. You can get sick, you can get tired, and you can miss 1 day. But the moment you quit on the 2nd day, you are jump-starting the gears of negative compound interest. Time is the enemy of the lazy, but the greatest ally of the disciplined. No matter what you do, 1 year from now, the time will still have passed. The choice is yours. Do you want to be a version of yourself that is 37 times better than today, or a nobody left with a flat zero?